Toronto in 2013. It was with Nguyen Pham's camp that opened my eyes to our Vietnamese heritage. She's happily getting married in Hawaii right now, and I suppose that happens to every camp master. As you experience the weekend with your own eyes, I want to share a few personal details about mine. Campers, I stand here not too far from where you are. I graduated from the University of Texas at Austin 1 year ago, hook 'em horns, and now live in Chicago working as a supply chain analyst for Johnson & Johnson. My father, Philip Phuong Nguyen, traveled to the US for university around the Vietnam War with a suitcase and not much else. Bo used to tell me of the days he shared a tiny apartment room in Seattle and washed dishes at the Space Needle to pay for school. He never imagined taking his family back to the very top over 30 years later. Bo gave me the gift of perspective. My mother, Lin Phuong Nguyen, came to the US in 1975 with her family as refugees from Saigon. At 10 years old, she was instructed to cook dinner for all of her 3 younger siblings. In a foreign homeland, she watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood to learn English. She never imagined herself finding a successful career nor having the chance to enjoy life. My mother gave me the gift of perseverance. To be honest, I never had the best relationship with my parents growing up. Similar to teenage years out in America, I thought they were out to get me. It was not until I attended a workshop here at Lendung where I realized that their strict upbringing was because that they fiercely loved. During my childhood, my sister and I would go get off the bus to be greeted by Ong Bawai. They always had hot dishes like canh chua, thịt kho, and chè chuối ready for us. It was on Emnora Lane where I discovered my love to read, write, and to create. Vietnamese was actually my first language, believe it or not. I was that 5-year-old whose only dream was to be the next Elang Paris by Night sensation. As my penchant for English grew, Ong Bawai watched me mold into the Vietnamese American that I am today. This last year was hard. Planning Lendung Camp remotely took a lot of time, but it was juggling an undefined picture of life that was a challenge. I moved to a city where I didn't know anyone. With the nature of my job, I worked really long hours, and I tried to tell myself that everything was okay alone. But in reality, I wanted nothing more than to escape the pressures of expectation. In moments of doubt, I would sit in my car in Chicago traffic and cry. Even with the best intentions, I didn't treat the people that I cared about with the way that they deserved. It was confusion and disappointment in a mixed bag, trying to handle everything. I knew things could be worse, and I knew I was changing, and in a way, growing up. It was then I remembered something that my grandma told me about a year ago. She said, "Bố ai biết con không nói nhiều và con sẽ thương nhiều." To her, it didn't matter where I was in life. She recognized I had the ability to do what I try to do every day, and that is to care and to love deeply. Campers, when you close your eyes, I hope you realize that your dreams, your fears, and your experiences are all your own. No one can take that away from you. This is why the camp theme is so personal to me. Envision a world where you can make a difference as an enabler for change. Whatever obstacle you may be facing, how will you use that energy to feel true passion? Be empowered from where you come from. Embrace your uniqueness. Be kind. Envision you're the one. Thank you to all the sponsors, special guests, staff, and our Circle 2020 team who have fundraised to make this 20th anniversary happen. I'd like to thank my Johnson & Johnson J&J team for believing in me, and I have a few other thank yous as well. To Go On Lan, despite personal strife, continue to inspire and give to Camp Lendung. She is who I consider the ultimate heartbeat of VCSA. To my 2013 counselor, Jilei Lung, who couldn't be here today, I remember during a small game, she was like, "Go, Jacqueline, go, run!" And I looked at her and I was like, no, 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 no. But I ran for my life anyways, for my team. Jilei is a trailblazer, and so were all the campers on my first place team, Hai Pa Chung. I'm so glad that some of you have returned as campers, staff, and special guests this year. It means a lot to me. To a friend that will never ask for recognition, but she wears so many hats for camp. To Yaven, the backbone of Camp Lindung. You're like an older sister. To Jody Huyn, for always allowing me to express myself. To Hui Pham, for your unconditional and unwavering support. To my VCSA family, Michelle Tran, Jack Tran, Charlie Plop, Bing Wan, Bao Chung Ma, Christina Fan, Jenny Lay, and many, many more. You bring out all the best in me in the past couple of years. My core team. Tanga, you showed me how to embrace self-confidence. When your imagination soars, you are nothing short of a firework. Yvonne, my only regret is bonding with you sooner when we began staffing Lindung. Your thoughtfulness and warmth extends to everyone who is privileged to call you a friend. Van, your introspection and capacity to give surmounts anything that life throws at you. Since the 6th grade, you taught me how to appreciate the extraordinary. To my sister Jamie for giving Lindung a chance and for putting up with me. To my parents, I'm so lucky to have you as my best friends. And finally, to all my campers out there, you gave me a sense of purpose in the last year. Today I am thankful. Right now, I feel full. And together, we continue learning. Let's work some magic and make this camp shine bright. And now the Vietnamese portion. Kính thưa quý vị, thay mặt ban tổ chức, con xin chào mừng quý vị và các bạn đến với trại Lindung 2017. Kỷ niệm 20 năm thành lập trại. Khi trại bắt đầu, con nghĩ mới 6 tuổi. Năm nay con rất vui làm trại trưởng Lindung 2017. Xin chân thành cảm tạ quý vị. Before that, I also will announce our celebratory staff team. As I announce the team, please line up in the back at the camp gate. Shout out to media team. Medical team. Security. Counselor. Games. Technical. Transportation. Logistics. Judging.